So let's just adjust everything while everybody is looking at it. And then Thomas will go like, no, I need to poop.
Yeah, I do.
So, removing these two. Thomas van der Paalt is Jerome. Is it Bastogne? Nothing weird?
Yeah.
And Jerome with accent? Ooh, or normal?
It's not important.
It's not important. Everybody who can pronounce it knows it's Jerome anyway, right? UW control. So, this is pretty much a mirror match, if I understand correct. Let's use some camera time so you see our ugly mugs, and then have me in the screen as well because I feel important. So, oh my God, the mohawk looks horrible. The mohawk. I don't care. So, final of the Belgic Magic Championship. Much better. I feel so streamlined. We have the blue-white mirror. We have one Elspeth Sun's champion in Jerome's deck, which is what will speed up this.
It's never gonna resolve.
It's never gonna end. We have an event that's gonna last for 3 days.
Yeah, but it is gonna revert.
Oh no, somebody needs to get I know they both have Teferis.
It's the worst. It's really the worst.
So whoever can exile down to 4 lands, so the other one can't cast their Teferi again, will actually win. Hello, visitor.
Visitor.
Stairs check. How do we get this chair out?
That way. Alright, so let's get back to our players as we see how this final isn't unraveling because they're still sitting there. Yeah. They put the box in front of the camera.
Nice.
Blasphemy. Why no mono red mirror? Hey, Yellow was playing mono red. We should have rooted for him more.
Yeah, we should have.
So what else? A blue white mirror. Oh boy, popcorn and beer it is.
No, it's not. Oh, but actually, he likes it. Koen likes it. The blue white mirror.
But we hit 100 viewers. So
yeah, we're very happy.
Achievement unlocked.
How many F do we need?
If we get 100 Fs, I'm buying another trophy for you guys. So Jerome, ready to jump right in.
1 F.
Just 1 F. Oh!
Oh!
Breaking the meta. Cheats. Oh yeah, we forgot about that as well. My message. We got a purple F. How much is a purple F worth?
That's 100.
100.
It's 100. Bye bye. See you guys.
Was nice. I like how enthusiastic Yuna is about the match. That's 100. They actually counted the Fs. We have 100 now.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Oh. So, it's been 10 hours and 20 minutes. 2 players are left. I could use a nap. So, Jerome is ready to go. Alexandre ran off, I think. Yes, empty seat. Might be another 10 hours. No, don't do this to me. Please. My brain feels like pudding coming out of my ears already. Honestly, the blue-white mirror will be more interesting than the previous match. That's actually possible. There's more positioning rather than only one person that can interact on a certain level on the stack. For some reason, when I see Jonas' face, Hello Darkness, my old friend, starts playing in my head. That's you and 117,944 other people, I think. With this matchup, making another 10. Nope. They'll probably need pee breaks after each game of 1 hour. Stop! But then again, I said I was going to be out by 11 o'clock. So we look like... what do you say? Par for the course? Hey Thomas, you want to have a seat and say hello to the people?
Sure.
We'll be waiting for a minute before they get started anyway.
Hi.
Hi. So you're the last interesting deck we had in the top 4.
Sorry. Do you think I played badly?
I think you played really well.
I think
it's an exhausting deck to play.
I think I had to commit more earlier, but it's very difficult.
We have a question for you as well. When he didn't attack with the Lyra, that turn where you had, 2 creatures, the first turn he could have attacked. What went through your head at that point? Because we were trying to figure out ways how we could electrocute him from a distance. Do you think that's a...
Do you think he should have attacked?
Yeah. Did you expect the attack there? Because at that point, even if you're attacking for 10, you're losing the race.
Yeah, he should have attacked.
Right.
To be honest, I wasn't thinking too much. I didn't really think into it.
But you made it to the top 4. That's a pretty deep run.
That's okay, yeah. It was just such an exhausting... I'm really thinking... I don't think I would have won if I played differently, but I think I should have. I should have...
I'm gonna apologize in advance for when you rewatch the footage. Marijn and me are really tired, both of us. And it was more goofing off than actually doing coverage.
You didn't really pay attention.
Well, we did, and we were rooting for you very much, hoping for a slightly faster final. But no, it was a very interesting...
Yeah, I never played a matchup before, and I think it's really difficult to know how much you have to commit.
I also feel like Alexandre got quite fortunate with how much wipe he actually got against you. I think it was game 2 where he nearly naturally went Supreme Verdict, and then we saw him find the third one and the 4th one, and we were like, oh, come on.
I think I put a board every turn where he had to verdict, so I guess it was okay.
You're, I think we saw you giving him a 3-turn clock, 6 turns in a row, where he needed to somehow interact or wipe it. So no, it's a really interesting deck to see, and I when I got you on the feature match in the first round, I was like, well, this deck seems so slow and weirdly fair, but we never saw you flipping the crazy piles. No. Really.
When I started playing the deck, I played 1 league, and I had a lot of matches where I went turn 2 or 3, put 10 power into play. Turn 4, you discard your hand. I was like, okay, this is overpowered.
Yeah, we were expecting the double amalgam Necromoeba into Driven to Despair.
It's really random. It's not that good, I think, the deck, because I went 3-0 in draft, and then 2-0. I just won 2 matches, and I drew twice. Yeah. So actually, I went 2-1 with the deck. I don't think it's that good. I think you can improve it if you take out the 3-2, because it's a bit too slow.
The 3-2.
The Scrounger.
Yeah.
And some other cards, and you put in the Cat Oven combo, because it also triggers your amalgams. You can mill the cats, but you should have something to find the oven.
Yeah.
It might be
but you can't really bring back a milled oven at this point. Nor can you take it with Grizzly Salvage, the Satyr,
the oven,
or anything.
you have the cat oven combo, and then you also have something to sack your 1/1s, because the 1/1s are a bit disappointing here. The deck only has 4 1-drops in the main deck, and it's only the 1/1s, which is also not that good.
Yeah, the Stitcher Supplier.
But I think at this point the blue-white deck is just the best one in the format.
Do you think it's overpowered?
No, it's a control deck. I think the Dig Through Time is overpowered, and the deck abuses it a little bit, but that's it. Yeah,
we've been discussing this quite a bit. There's been some win rates, but I see that the final actually begun, so I'm going to skip to that one and say hello to you, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Congrats.
Bye. Thank you for the tournament.
I just did the stream this time. So. All right, and we are in the final of the Belgic Magic Championship. What did I remove? The wrong thing. The Belgic Magic Championship, and we are underway for what is most likely going to be a gruesome affair of a grindy interaction, but should be pretty cool. like we've been joking that it's going to last forever, but it also means that there's a lot of interesting decision trees. And like I mentioned before, sculpting the hand to go for that critical turn where you try to break through your opponent's defenses, it is interesting. It's very strategical. It's very much positioning, unless there's this blowout interaction that happens where somebody really gets stuck on 2 lands and the other one gets to develop. But yes, we are in the final. Jerome Bastogne, World Magic Cup player, versus Alexandre Darras, winner of GP, I think it's Brighton.
He beat me in the quarters.
Manchester. He also was in the top 8 in Brighton, right? So has a few GP top 8s.
I'm not sure. I think it's Manchester.
But it is what it is, and that is a control mirror.
Jonas had a pretty good suggestion that after 17 minutes they're gonna quit and they're gonna arm wrestle for the win.
But that's deciding the outcome of a match with a method that is not playing Magic.
Yeah.
I don't think the judge would suggest that.
Okay.
But it would solve the issue.
I suggested it.
And then we have a match between Thomas and Guy Duparc for the actual winner.
I think Jerome would win. He goes to the gym.
Oh, wait. Does that mean I get a chance to be national champion?
No.
Ah.
You first have to get to the finals.
The chat already goes like Jerome biceps. So far we've seen 3 opts. Yeah, getting Elspeth through in the mirror is the blowout I'm referring to. This is Field of Ruin. On the castle. Okay.
And the reason, king of my castle.
Yeah, I was wondering why you would activate Field of Ruin when you're behind on a land, but it keeps parity, and that's pretty much the only thing you need to get rid of.
Yeah, the funny thing is Jerome is definitely cybering out the Elspeth.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're never resolving it.
Probably. Did you get Jerome's deck list?
No.
No. So we're going in blind, people. Well, it's exactly the same cards that we've been showing the entire match before it. Though I wouldn't be surprised not to see Syncopates on Jerome's side. I don't think I've seen a lot of people play that, right? No.
He's playing Censor.
Sensors? How many? 4 times. Ooh, that might be interesting. But Alexandre knows now.
It's super bad
so
in the mirror.
Yeah, so it's irrelevant.
No Syncopate, no Castle.
It could make for a very awkward game 1 if he didn't know. So what's the token? The other Ardenvale. Yeah. So we still don't have real tokens. Oh no, both of them have. War of the Soldiers. Alexander is winning the race though. He started.
I vote for arm wrestling.
It would be faster. Narset is the best card here. Narset's pretty relevant. Does Dig Through Time? It doesn't draw you cards, right? It puts them in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So Narset isn't even that crazy in the matchup. Oh, we get actual tokens. How likely is it that this match is actually going to be decided by just these 2 lands pooping out tokens for 25 minutes?
Too likely. What have we done to ourselves? Come on, let's just talk about fairy tales.
Yes, let's go back. There's no fairy tales in these decks.
What about
Bella and the Beast?
No.
That's Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
True. We already had Beauty and the Beast, and we talked about Hansel and Gretel, the Gilded Goose,
The Black Cauldron.
the Black Cauldron. Oh yeah, you were on the stream, right?
We actually said Bell and the Beast. We didn't see.
Yeah, no, we fooped it up.
Yeah.
And you didn't correct us.
I
Yeah.
wasn't listening the whole time.
Moana for the win. What can I say? You're welcome. For the blue-white mirror in the final.
It's okay. It's okay. I too can't sing, but at least I don't.
Jerome before the game said 7 lands is easy keep.
So from probably too far for you to hear.
And Jerome actually chose to let Alexander begin, and now he
Really?
might lose because of that.
Yes, I mean the only reason Darras is doing 1 damage per turn is because both of them are keeping 5 lands tapped to deal 1 damage. This is 10 mana, 1 damage each turn. Oh. If you reach 7 lands, you can cast other stuff. Okay. So has cycled the Censor, has cycled the Azorius Charm. I mean, I should like put some of the cards in at least, so at least the dig through time goes away. No, QWERTY. Oh, did things. No!
Nice.
Very professional. Yeah, we're losing all. We've lost 20 viewers already. It's okay. We hit 100. We hit the goal. I'm proud of you, viewers. Okay, 14 turns to go. Opt. All you're doing at this point is digging for lands, right? I mean, I hope we see a dig through time just to get 2 lands.
I hope we see a concession. Rest in peace.
I don't think they'll bring that in.
If Jerome has 2 Field of Ruin, he might actually be in advantage.
Is this the Geier Reach? Yeah, this is the Geier Reach. It's not a Field of Ruin.
The Geier Reach?
Much gayer.
He's actually using it?
Why? What are they playing for?
A big trophy.
A big trophy.
It's
The
gone.
right to call them national champion. And the original payout was 400 euros to the winner, 200 for the runner-up.
Yep.
But I think they split that price. Yeah. So it's purely playing for bragging rights and a hunk of glass. Marijn sounds really enthusiastic.
Correct. I'm like
He's oozing enthusiasm.
I'm like Philip Goebbels.
In the supermarket?
Yeah.
That's how I got to know him.
Yeah?
Philip Goebbels, when he was doing like this tiny show in Ghent of Philippe in the Koolruit. And then Van der Lanotte walked in with a movie crew because they were filming Wetterhaven. And I was sitting there, I was like, the fuck is going on here? Nobody knew. Good night. Will there be a metagame overview of the Pioneer field today? Well, we have all the deck lists, and I'm hoping somebody will, but I need to shut off my brain after this. So, but I think Chris was interested in at least having the top 8.
De decklist van de top 8. Dat recept.
Because yeah, it's an interesting format, and I think a lot of people would like to know. This probably is one of the biggest Pioneer tournaments that have happened.
Except online.
But it's tainted by the draft.
Can we discuss it now? We have time.
What do you need to discuss?
No, that's what he said.
Can we discuss it now? The metagame, you mean? I mean, blue-white control is very strong. Tomorrow is ban day, so the discussion is probably over tomorrow. I kind of hope it's over, because I don't particularly enjoy playing these kinds of decks. No bans tomorrow, people. Did they make the announcement that there wasn't going to be any bans?
No, it's not anymore Monday.
It's already stopped? I thought there was 2 more.
Whenever they want.
No more bans, Pioneer bans until January 6th. What decks were in the top 8? We had 3 blue-white controls, 1 Dredgeless Dredge, 1 red-green Collected Company, 1 mono-red, and 1 Spirits and 1 Phoenix.
Yeah. But with the enchantment, without Young Pyromancer.
With Improbable Alliance.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Really, really good against control.
So there you go, metagame analysis of the top 8.
Top 8 analysis, they call it.
Top 8 analysis
Of the top 8.
of the top 8. Thankfully. Okay, we have a dig through time. Movers and shakers. But Alexandra has a Field of Ruin now. So why is this important, the stupid Field of Ruins? 1, you can't counter it, and 2, it removes 66% of all victory conditions in this match. No, more. 80% of all the victory conditions in this match. I think there's 4 castles and 1 Sun's champion as victory condition.
Teferi.
Yeah, Teferi, but holy fuck noodle. Holy copulation pasta. Spiritual copulation pasta. It would be terrible that it actually gets decided like this. Like why isn't he doing it right now? Maybe he's torturing us again.
Yeah.
Blue-white control supposedly has the highest win rate at the moment. Yes, I think we've said that 72 times already, which is about its percentage win
68.
rate. Yes, cycle the Censor. So scary. Make token. Field of Ruin. Alright. Okay. So, Jerome lost his. Alexandre still has one, correct? Jerome still has one in his library though. But at least now he probably needs to cast the Supreme Verdict to reset the board before he starts making his own. Right? I mean,
Yep.
we have a game now instead of watching 2 people deal 1 damage per turn with 10 mana. And it's exponentially faster. No, it's not. It's linearly faster. Okay, so Jerome is forced to interact here. He can't just sit and wait, which is what
actually has
Alexandre
another
can
one.
do. Okay. Do you know how many castles and fields Jerome is playing?
2.
Is it 2 and 2? Like,
He's playing 2 field, but
I've seen 2 and 2 on most lists now.
you said that 2 is too much.
Really? I wonder if he thinks the same after this match. So, absorb to get rid of a Teferi. gets answered by another Absorb. We have a stack, ladies and gentlemen. We have a stack. So, what's he responding with? A dig through time. Oh, fighting over the Teferi is pretty important because if your opponent gets one, the whole you don't get to cast stuff anymore means half the cards, not half the cards, but like every counter spell you have is literally blank and everything gets really awkward. So they finally have something to fight over. We still see Dovin's Veto in Jerome's hand. Ooh, Alexandre's dig through time is gas though. So we're resolving the dig through time.
We're losing viewers in the finals. This is
sad. Yes.
We're losing viewers in the finals. This is sad.
We hit 100.
It's your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're losing my enthusiasm in the finals as well.
I feel like somebody cast Charizard, so that we're in a sub game of resolving a dig through time. Okay. You chose, you put them down, you can't change anymore. In any it's in any order. Yes. Okay, so we're back to Teferi Absorb. Players, this is a head judge announcement. These finals are now a best of one match.
That's what I tried, but they could have agreed.
Gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, gentleman's agreement, best of one, or like draw first game, then Sideboard won't play one.
Fair. People are effing out of their own now. Okay, Teferi resolved, and that caused his big brother, which isn't really his big brother, but is a brother from another time, himself. Now they get to play together, frolic in the grass, while their opponent can't use counter spells, and they untap lands and stuff.
I'm not sure how good of a turn this was for Jerome, because now he only has 2 mana left.
Yeah. Alexandre has free game. But what's Alexandre going to do? He's going to
The
play
same.
his own Teferis.
Yeah, but then he can -3, yeah.
What did Jerome -3 with Teferi?
No, he didn't. He bounced a token and then drew a card.
Ah, the token. Okay. Alex's hand is kind of poop though. Are there decklists from the top 8? Yes, they should be made available soon,
We
but
don't
not
have them.
until. Well, the players have them.
Yeah, but all of the players are gone.
No, the players upstairs have the decklist
All
because
8?
No, I think the rest is in that stack. Are you doing commentary, Chris?
It's not gonna be.
Okay,
Very
so
helpful.
Teferi gets rid of a soldier as well. Chooses not to bounce one of the Teferi, so he could have forced Jerome to replay the little Teferi and go over another counter war, but we already know that his hand is kind of poop. So both players ending up with the exact same board, and Alexandre taking the same risk. But he, after his untap, he'll have 3 mana available, which at least represents an absorb. So Alexandre's pass is slightly better than Jerome's back then. But Jerome has the better hand sculpted at this time. Is this what mirror means? This isn't a mirror. I mean, Jerome has a Sun's champion and Alexandre doesn't. It's totally different. Ah, you can't bounce planeswalkers with the Teferi? I thought it just said permanent. Show me the Teferi. Ah, no. Artifact, creature, or enchantment. Huh. Okay, so that's why he didn't do the thing that I wanted to do. He's not a cheater. So we're still in Alexandre's turn. End step. Just untap 2 dual lands. It's not difficult. Yeah, Big Teferi is a permanent, but Teferi specifically says an artifact, creature, or an enchantment. So it can't bounce lands either, which would be pretty broken otherwise. Like 3 mana, bounce your opponent's land, draw a card. I think that'd be not that much fun. Imagine doing that on the play. That's English, not the Dutch word. Play. Yeah, so that was a joke for the entourage. I'm sorry for all the native English speakers in the chat, which I'm sure is about 3 of you. All the Belgians. Bloop. Okay, Narset. So that already shuts down Big Teferi's draw on Alexandre's side. That's relevant because at this point Alexandre, like I said, has the worst hand, and if he doesn't get to draw, he stays in that nook of a conundrum. Darras has a Syncopate to fight, but all that does is really making Jerome tap a few lands. I don't think he should care, but Alexandre is getting in a ever deepening hole here. Yeah, Narset resolved. So, Alexandre's card draw neutered, can't play instants or sorcery. Why was he even looking at the Syncopate? Both players have a Teferi in play. Okay, so Narset to break parity. Big, because Alex, that's why. Fair enough. Okay, Big Teferi gets tucked. Now he just needs to find an answer for Little Teferi so he can fight over the Big Teferi when he gets back. And we have Elspeth. Elspeth, ladies and gentlemen, she's here. The victory condition has hit the table. I mean, what's Alexandre going to do about it? He has Supreme Verdicts, but he needs like a Supreme Verdict every second turn now. And it's even the promo one that the Gatherer shows you. This game is over. I agree. Quick, get enthusiastic. Type stuff. Get more viewers involved. This game suddenly looks super interesting. Cast out or sphere. Advantage bar goes wild. Ah, we already have the cast out in Alexandre's hand though. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, no. Elspeth doesn't do anything. Kill the excitement. Hype train. No, the train just crashed into a cast out. And Jerome is tapped out, so he can't even fight over this. And now Alexandre gets a Narset of his own. We have another follower, And 9 Script Twitch. Welcome. Also, Strepsil. Cool. I could use a Strepsil right now after 11 hours of talking. Welcome to the longboat. Grab an oar and join the adventure. Marraine, I thought it happened. Elspeth resolved, but he already has a cast out in hand. So this sheet and Settle in hand. But Settle doesn't really do anything. It's just, Settle is actually bad, because all you kill is a bunch of tokens and you give them lands. And then you lose because they have lands. Ugh. Excitement is dead. Long live excitement. Yeah. Bounce, cast out, make 3 tokens, rinse and repeat. Well, he can't bounce because bounce and tuck is -3s, so we're still a bit away from actually doing that. Now, if we're talking about 4-turn cycles, then yes, that works, but that's not enough to make me happy right now. So, stop thinking he's tapped out. Just play the cast out, tap out yourself, let him go crazy. He has a second Teferi in hand, right? Oh, he has 2 little Teferis in hand, Jerome. So he can actually play the bounce game. So yeah, cast out, but that means he can't verdict here. So the tokens are getting free play. And we'll be able to kill one of the planeswalkers. That's a pretty big deal. So you can swing at the Narset, clear up the way for your little Teferis. That gives you back your Elspeth for another turn. You make another 3 tokens. They actually put pressure on them.
Yeah, this game is looking good for...
It's looking really good for Jerome at this point.
Because he can actually bounce the cast out, get another activation of Elspeth.
Yeah, well, he needs to play one of the Teferis in hand, so it costs him a Teferi, but...
He doesn't have to do it this turn, he can do it next turn.
Yeah, he can wait, but... Yeah. Take the Censor of the Narset activation.
Is that consign? Oh yeah, it is. So they can actually start over again. If we're close to decking, they just start over again. With 7 cards.
Where did you see
the split card? Commit memory, isn't it that one?
Ah, yes. Consign to memory.
Consigned.
I don't think that Alexandra has that.
No, he doesn't.
But it's both players? No, that's not the one. Consigned to Oblivion. No, it's not that one. So, Jerome, which Planeswalker are you kicking off the table? Again, flashing back to RTR standard Elspeth tokens being muted by Jace. Oh yeah, Jace Architect of Thought is on the other side. So the tokens are 0/1s. Oh my god. Why? Thank you, Muffin. I hate it. I'm actually joking, don't worry. I'm still enjoying myself. Life's great. I get to talk to 85 of you, or whichever number of you that isn't actually just a view bot. We only had to ban 1 person in the chat today for for trying weird stuff. I'm legit loving this game, don't shoot me. No, it's okay, like I said, I'm getting excited over this as well. So, Big Teferi was played, that tucked the Jace Architect of Thought. Now the tokens are online. Now what? It's like an intricate puzzle. I think in the meantime we're being live sketched here.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a work of art in the making.
With the mohawk.
We can with the crooked mohawk. We can auction it off afterwards. Hi Marijn and Niels. Guy here. Hi Guy.
You mean the guy who was playing earlier?
Yeah. I wish you were in the final. Your tokens were cuter. Yeah, the tokens still get -1, -0. So he has 2 turns to attack, but now he opens them up to Supreme Verdicts. 90 viewers. We're slowly crawling back up the numbers. We got this. Gentle Muffin, I am Viewbot. I don't believe you. If you're a Viewbot, you're my favorite Viewbot, man. You're like the only one who pays to watch me rant. So, Jerome managed to clear off 2 of the 3 planeswalkers, but he actually left the Narset. So we have a big Teferi coming back. Then he gets to...
Okay.
You're the professional here.
You cannot leave, you're the organizer. A pizzake.
This guy has been here for what, 3 hours? I've been here for 11.
Yeah, it's crazy how you have quite the endurance.
I find it very funny so I do this quite a bit, like 9 hours straight for the Gentry Opens, and I always.
But these are interesting matches. This is just really boring, right?
But this is interesting as well. But
yeah, okay. On
I
some level.
always find it funny when I'm interacting with casters at events that I'm responsible for, and then they're complaining.
Yeah.
Because there's only 2 of us and we need to do an alternate round each round. I'm like, But yeah, let's get back to this. So, Jerome now tucking the Narset. No, Alexandre tucking Jerome's Narset. So he has a turn where his draws are free, but he needs to find an answer to the token. So he might have to Supreme Verdict here already if he doesn't want to lose his big Teferi or Narset. But he has in order to do that, he has to tap out again, which means that Jerome gets free reign. So we had like 4 consecutive turns where both players tapped down to a single counterspell possibility because they had to affect the board. So he can take the Jace back. If he does, then he's again on 2 mana and Jerome can go nuts. But as far as things are go nuts when your tokens are 0-1s. Shame on you, Marin.
But the Jace is gone, right?
The Jace is in his hand. The Jace was tucked with the big Teferi.
He has 2 Jace in his deck?
No, just 1.
No, but he just didn't
he
just
redraw
parse it? No,
yeah.
he parsed. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it got tucked with the hero of Dominaria.
The problem is the Jace won't resolve. He's actually thinking about not taking the Jace, which I respect because he knows there's a high chance of Dovin's veto.
Yeah. But if you don't, he actually doesn't. Wow.
Yeah, I like that.
But now you lose in the long run, no?
I don't know. You can't really count on your Jace resolving.
No, you can't. But Jace, if you do resolve Jace 2 or 3 turns later, it negates the entire win of your opponent. You just plus it every time. What's he going to do? He has to proactively fight over it every time he wants to try and do something. And in the meantime, you just have Supreme Verdicts to sit on.
Are we being sketched?
I think we are. I wasn't kidding.
It's more like he is.
Okay, I can live with that.
Still and
Okay.
you're not in my sight.
Oh, I should correct my position.
It's just your head.
It's just my head. Okay.
It's just your head.
Should I suck in the double chin a bit?
No, you should
Yeah.
stay still.
Yeah.
Oh,
Too late.
No, you were doing great.
I am great.
No, you're doing great.
That's awkward. That's the name of my mom.
Greta?
Great.
Ah, great.
Yeah.
Or Greta.
It's really funny. Every time somebody said, "You're great," she'd be like, "How did you know?" Welcome to game 1. It's been going on for almost an hour. Has it? I don't think so. No, it has. We started at 8:57, I think.
It feels like an hour.
Tarmusworth ain't that bad either. Huh? Best chat name ever. Buckle Yamaria. What? Okay, let's get back to the game where the juggling of planeswalkers is the nom du jeu. And we have Darras tapped out all the way down to 2 lands, but he played the Supreme Verdict to get rid of the 3 tokens. So now Jerome can bounce the cast out and make 3 new tokens without paying mana. Lawrence Brusselmans is Bakalia Maria. By the way, how long did that Gentry semi-final take? Which one? There's the one that took 2.5 hours. The approach versus Esper. I think that's the longest Gentry match on camera. If you bounce cast out, Teferi dies though. Yeah, but he has 2 more Teferis in hand, so I don't think he really minds if one of the Teferis die. The one that took ages, about 1.5 years ago. Yeah, that's the one. 2.5 hours for blue-white approach versus Esper control.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Finals?
Semi-finals.
Holy moly. Imagine the other guy waiting.
Yeah, the other guy was actually sleeping on a table. Just wake me up when the finals start. And he won. Karma. Will this break that record? If they go to 3 games and all 3 of them are like this, then yes. Let's hope they don't. The longest match I've seen, I think, is 2005's Nassif versus somebody, where at some point Nassif had the cycle where you have the Martyr of Sands, and his opponent has the Pegasus thing that for 2 mana makes a Pegasus every turn. And at some point his opponent has 29 Pegasuses and he just reveals his hand to gain 21 life and 3 of them are Wrath of Gods. He's like, so maybe I'll cast it in 3 turns. It took forever. I think that's the first time I know at a World Championship stage they played the other semi-final. They let them play off camera just to speed up the rest of the event. They didn't actually hold it to play it as well. It was horrible. Okay, so wait, I lost track. Did we get 2 turns? No. Why? Oh no, the big Teferi is on 1. So little Teferi is on 4. He plussed little Teferi then. Yeah, he still has the other 2 in his hand. Why would you plus it? Just minus it, bounce the cast out and play a new one. I think I'm missing something essential in this match. What?
What?
So this little Teferi was on 3. He plussed it, didn't bounce the cast out.
But the plus doesn't bounce, huh?
Yeah.
If he minus 3, he loses the Teferi.
So instead of minusing it and replaying a new one...
Yeah, but he does... Yeah, the new one might get countered.
He had 2 mana available.
Yeah,
and 3 cards.
Veto,
sure, okay. And then you have another one available.
No, but that one gets countered because...
because you don't have a small... Yeah.
If you lose the small
one... You
one,
don't have the small one anymore. Yeah, okay. True. So he never wants to not have one. And at this point, he's the only one who has a small Teferi. So he does get to counter. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's Jerome playing the slow game. Always listen to chat. What did chat say? I know what you mean, Niels, but I think you should play the second Teferi with the first one plussed to never have a window for Alex to respond. Yes, you are right. I'm dumb, you're smart. But you haven't been here for 11 hours, 5 minutes and 23, 24, 25, 26. This is going to be a really interesting stream. 28, 29, no, 30. I skipped a second. Ha, messed with you. And that's how we went below 80 viewers. Okay, so Teferi gets Dovin's vetoed. This is actual real development in the match now. Jerome pulling ahead ever so slightly in the tug of war that is the equivalent of 2 hobbits with their nostril hairs connected.
Yeah, this just happened.
Trying to keep this interesting. It's not working, okay?
If we're going to tug of war with Was it hobbits?
Hobbits with their nostril hairs tied to each
Then
other.
maybe arm wrestling wasn't such a bad idea after all.
But illegal. Then again, Hobbit nose hair tug of war would be illegal as well. Okay, so Alexandre still doesn't have a little Teferi. Has a Narset though. Got to resolve. I thought Jerome was scooping it up for a second, but he's untapping. Okay. So Alexandre didn't really develop much, has a hand of a second copy of Narset and the Settle the Wreckage. So at this time, two completely irrelevant cards. So now he can bounce, cast out, make 3 tokens, play the second little Teferi. Yeah, bounce the cast out. That doesn't draw him a card. Because of the Narset. Okay, cast out to hand, Elspeth in play. Jerome is that sweet spot where 99% sure he's won and is playing with his food. I'm not 100% sure about that. Yes, he's in a very secure position at this point, but no, you're right. I mean, the cast out, sure, it's going to come back, but and now he gets to bounce the Narset as well. Wait. Oh my god, he played I am because Alexandre can't actually flash stuff in play. Godverdomme. Jerome has memory in the graveyard. If he casted it in Alexandre's draw, he would have won. He's not holding any counter magic, so I don't think he feels like he's 99%. Yeah, that's what my angle was going to be as well. He plussed the little Teferi there instead of bouncing the Narset. That's actually interesting. I think I would have gone for the Narset bounce there. Because then you draw that extra card. And you actually make Alexandre think he has to do something. Alright, Teferi can't bounce Planeswalkers. I keep forgetting it. So thank you very much, chat. Grar, good catch. I've made that mistake only 3 times in this game so far. But we are reaching a state where Jerome is developing stuff and putting pressure. So, looks like memory is being cast.
He's actually memory with Narset on play.
But both of them
so they're both gonna lose their hand, right?
Each player shuffle. And the funny thing is, Alexandre's hand was horrible. This is a best of 5. Go home, Tarmo Smurf. I'm right-clicking your name and getting ready to ban you for saying that. But you're kind of cute, so I'm not doing it. I don't know who you are, but henceforth you're cute. You're home. Sure, I can ban you from the chat still, but that would really make me happy. You've been a very supportive and interactive part of this micro community that we have right now. You do know who I am. It's sure. At this point, I'm not sure I know who I am anymore. Remember when we did 1 damage per turn? Yeah, that looked so promising. So, Jerome memoried, right? Or is memorying? Memorying. Jerome is memorying. Now what? Now nobody has cards in hand, and Jerome has 2 Planeswalker, one of which is an Elspeth. This is looking like it's going to end, Marijn.
Yeah?
Both
Already?
players are pants down. And wait, Narset activation. Okay. Already. That's sad. Bald Beard saw you in Brussels, then in London. Do you know how many people are bald and have beards and see me in Brussels and in London? King Furry of Furry. Just a question, but I noticed Darras has used his loot land, yet Narset is in play. His loot land? Yeah, he did. You activated during your opponent's turn.
Is er een stroomverstelling?
Ah, he used it to make Jerome discard. Yep.
Game 2?
Game 2? Might be game 2 soon.
Nee.
We're still in game 1.
The trophy can't be worth this much. I mean, I can understand them wanting the trophy, but it cannot be worth that much.
Okay, so Jerome, you have everything. Finish it. Kill it with the fire and the flames. Yeah, the Geier Reach Sanctuary is actually super awkward with Narsets in play because Alexandre can force... Wait, why is he not activating it in the draw step? You activated it in the draw step, so he discards the card. They're doing it wrong. Up to now, I didn't realize how mean Geier Reach Sanctuary is with an Narset in play.
Right.
It's just 3 mana, your opponent discards
Yeah.
the card they drew.
Very good. In the turn.
In the draw step,
Yeah,
you
in
just
the
go... That's nasty. Oh yes, there's a game going on. Sorry, got distracted. So, Elspeth makes little buddies. Makes little buddies. 3 friends every turn. She's the popular chick. All secrets. They don't call her Nasty Narset for no reason. Jesus Christ. Nasty Narset. All right. Field of Ruin for Bastogne. Really hammering in the advantage he already had. I don't even think he really needed to get rid of the castle here. I think getting rid of the Geier Reach Sanctuary, just in case there's a second Narset coming, would have been a safer option. Has 6 soldier tokens now. The tournament has now been going for 12 hours. That is actually correct, because the stream started when the draft already was underway. Yeah, the tournament is going for more than 12 hours. Stream only 11 hours, 14 minutes and 38 seconds. Piece of cake. Where's my water?
We're back to 94.
Yes, and apparently my random blabbering and enthusiasm about rotating, juggling planeswalkers is fun enough to retain viewers for long enough that the number is creeping up towards 100 again. Let's go to triple digits, bitches.
Yes, we need more enthusiasm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planeswalker in play in this very interesting blue-white control matchup.
Who stuck a finger up your ass?
The Relatin
The Relatin kicked in.
kicked out.
2 minuten en dan stopt
Kicked
hij.
out. So let's see, he's gonna scry 2 with the blue castle. He hits the small Teferi, draws another card, and now discards the small Teferi. He does draw the Supreme Verdict, so he can get rid of all the tokens once again. Okay, that's it.
That's it. Okay, I'm back. So even with the Supreme Verdict, yes, that resets the soldiers that we have in play, but we still have the Ardenvale castle on the side of Jerome Bastogne and making 3 tokens with Elspeth there. But is his big Teferi on 3, and is he going to sacrifice it just to get this Elspeth off the table for a turn? No, takes it up to 4.
Privacy is being breached.
Marijn, respect the privacy. Please.
Is she doing like the naked sketch? The imaginary naked
I hope it.
I have this kind of lenses that make you see through
Yeah?
clothes.
Clothes?
I'm used to having a face cam when I stream. It's so comfortable not having one. I can slouch, I can do whatever I want. My hair can look like shit and I can be shiny. So, Elspeth. No, we have the Ardenvale Castle token. We have the last planeswalker on Alexandre's side tucked. Well, we're reaching the point where the cheese stands alone on the side of Jerome Bastogne. All Alexandra has is a bunch of lands at this point. And Jerome is close to ultimating... oh no, it's the little one. No, he's not close to ultimating Big Teferi. No, we have Elspeth on the board, we have Hero of Dominaria on the board, we have Narset on the board, we have Little Teferi on the board, we have 4 soldiers on the board versus lands. And he's still not scooping the cards up. Like, I want to see how is Yona looking.
Are we at button territory yet?
We're at the spike all the way into your spine territory. Like, what's Alexandra going to? What? Look at this board. At this point, you're just milking camera time. I would do the same thing. I mean, I'm a beautiful little flower, you know? A narcissus. No, okay. So, Alexandre starts his turn by looking at his exile. And scoops them up. Oh my god. An applause, ladies and gentlemen. Alexandre scooped even though he had life left. He's a vengeful
Nice.
god. What do you say? He's a vergeefzame. Can't English anymore. Remorseful. No, remorseful is the opposite.
That's the opposite.
He should be a remorseful god. Oh, water can be so good. Okay, let's have a look at how we're looking.
Dude, you have to warn me.
Maraine's been back there.
You cannot.
But this is like the 6th time I've done it.
Is it?
No, it's not true.
We're still alive and kicking.
Kicking very... so, yeah. So, over, under. How do I do the poll thingy?
The poll thing?
Yeah, I want to know
if they want to see the second game.
Who wants to see game 3?
Yeah. Nobody wants to see game 2.
Channel points. Wait, I have channel points?
Get started.
You have an infinite amount of time.
I need to watch myself to earn points. That's just wrong. Okay, go away.
You need to watch yourself? Holy. Have you been doing something weird?
Well, I'm watching myself right now.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I need
okay,
to
let's
eat.
go back to the match. Yuna is very enthusiastic as well. I like how the t-shirt really accentuates Chris's physique. So, I wish we had the deck list to know what they're sideboarding. Should take a nap. And that's some Daffelham. Physically, no. Emotionally, so much. So much pain. An hour and 15 minutes for one game. Atrocious. I swear, usually Magic is interesting and fun sometimes. And interesting. Captivatingly fascinating. Chris is Belgium's Keanu Reeves. Okay. Hey, don't mock the dad bud. Ronk, graceful. I'm losing track of what's going on in chat. There's no time limit in top 8 matches. No, there isn't. Wait, why do you have a little crown? Oh, Twitch Prime users. I thought all of you had already subscribed for Twitch Prime and I wasn't getting the notifications. Not that lucky, am I? Okay. So for those of you that tuned in just now, which I don't think anyone did, but for some reason you joined the stream that just has a side view of very low resolution of two guys sitting close and two guys sitting further away, you are watching the finals of the Belgian National Championship, which is actually the incorrect title for the Belgic Magic Championships. But I'm not gonna live that down the rest of my life. Game 1 was won by the guy on the right.
After 75 turns.
After actually 77 minutes of juggling cards called Planeswalkers and Toucans, which aren't the tropical birds with the oversized beak, but little soldiers that aren't cards, but they were cards in the game. Totally makes sense. Don't ask me why.
Is it beak?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, your English is so good.
Very big beak.
Very big beak.
But you would
Nice.
think, good, he actually won, but it's not true. You need to win best of 2 of 3 games in this gruesome ordeal of a excuse for entertainment going on here. And the worst part is they're actually doing the entertainment part. I'm just sitting here staring at the computer screen, trying to be as entertaining as possible so I don't lose viewers while they're sideboarding and shuffling in between the games, which honestly is the most interesting part of the match at this point. But I can't really say that, otherwise it sounds like I'm not having fun, and I'm having so much fun right now. Yeah, I'm having about as much fun as Jona looks like he's having
the judge
fun.
looks like he's having the time of his life.
And I had the time of my life. But then the final started and it was a mirror of blue-white. Without win condition. I don't care. Hi guys. How you doing? Okay, so I think they're about ready. We can go back to watching people put dead trees on rubber mats. But it's okay, they're inside plastic. Okay, so bloop, we're in the view that has the nice resolution, so we can stare at Alexander's bald spot better. He just leaned back the second we switched. It's like he knows. So what did the chat say while I was rambling and going crazy? Flemish, English. Aha ha 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 aha aha ha ha ha.
Speaking good English.
J.K. love Marijn. Oh, J.K. Rowling loves
J.K.
you.
Rowling. Yeah, but she doesn't love,
Oh, I didn't know about you. Interesting. How are they still smiling while we are all dead inside after that game? That's the secret. They were dead inside all the whole time.
Oh, they actually have Monastery Mentor. Does
Alexandre
Darras have it?
No. Alexandre doesn't.
That's
yeah.
turn 2.
I saw Jerome play that in the semis.
That's why he has to keep super inverted in the match.
Yeah. That's actually interesting. So game 1, we haven't even adjusted it yet, was actually won by Jerome. I need an emoticon of Jerome. Yes, game 1 was done. We are going into game 2. Jerome won by juggling and hustling planeswalkers until there was nothing to hustle anymore, and then Alexandre Darras picked up his exile pile and stretched it for another 20 seconds before we actually went to game 2. Wait, you can type fuck in here. Okay. Enjoy. And we have an opt. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an opt. Game 1 started with 3 of these. And nothing much for the first 5 turns. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to add that word to my filter now.
Why though?
Because I can get in trouble, because I'm the one responsible for all the crap people put in the chat. Alrighty then. Opt. Wat? Tussenin. Maar hoe... So, when we're talking about the game, we'll tune it back down. So I have to watch the volume a little bit, because when I'm not saying crazy ramblings, they might actually get some strategic information all the way up there. Not that I know what kind of strategic information they might gain from me, especially not in this state. Can you send a notification when they play something besides opts? We should do push notifications with the play-by-play.
Classic Darras.
It's actually a good idea. Okay, little Teferi gets absorbed. Ooh, absorb gets spell pierced. Alexandre kept the spell pierces, so
Yeah, of
actually
course,
wants
they're
to
very
have a bigger impact on the early game. That's
Yeah, but they're very good.
yeah, that's really interesting.
Teferi is also very good.
Yeah.
We have different opinions of really interesting, I think.
Okay, Censor. I like how Jerome goes like cycle this.
I like how Jerome goes.
Jerome, hey Jeromeke, roll them biceps. So cycles the land
Irrigated
as well,
Farmland.
and this is all happening in his own turn.
Yeah, because of Teferi.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, and you. Yeah. There's a reason why you became a judge.
Yeah. I get to read the cards before I answer. Okay, so Teferi can't bounce planeswalkers. Say it with me, people. His first name is a cartoon character. His last name is a cookie.
Oh my god, yes.
Who?
He lives in a pine corn under the sea. Jerome Bastogne. His first name's a cartoon. His last name's a cookie.
Okay.
Jerome Bastogne.
Sure.
No, okay. Back to the matters at hand.
Anouk.
See,
Anouk's not
Anouk
here.
knows. You're Anouk now.
Yeah, you're Anouk now.
Nice to meet you, Anouk.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Anouk
Anouk.
left. She was looking forward to meeting you, so... Maybe she'll come back.
I'm so hungry.
Ik zou wel een heel paard op kunnen.
Ja, maar ik wist niet dat je dat ging halen. Dat ik al eten.
Is het?
Ja.
Ja, ik ben ook wel een hongerke te krijgen ondertussen. When I said 2.5 hours ago, I don't need food, I thought this was going to be...
I don't need food.
I don't need any stinking food. Oh, we have it. Oh,
Mentor time.
Clocks on the board.
Nice mystical dispute there. That's not blue.
It's not blue, it's a creature. You can't Dovin's veto this shit.
Slow down. There's one rule in coverage. You don't use the word it. What?
Okay.
It's true. He mistapped. Why did he do it? Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
You should just slap this on the table and then things die.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun here. And on chat, keep going. Love it. Wrapping the yapper.
That's kind of weird if you really love that. I mean, your thing is your thing and that thing is okay, but dude, it's not because you're blue you need to, you know. So, it got bounced. Let's try this again. It's little Teferi that bounced it, right? Yeah. Swearing is healthy. Belasting toegevoegde waarde. That's weird, man. Swearing is healthy. Belasting toegevoegde waarde. This chat's getting weird, man. It's always reassuring when your opponent starts reading the card he's playing. Ooh! 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 It's funny how we get like excited over the fact that somebody drew a specific land. So, got rid of the first Ardenvale. And he's up a land so far. Azorius Charm gets cycled. Are you keeping Azorius Charm just in because you have nothing better to...
No, you remove.
You remove it?
Yeah.
Well, no, it was just cast in game 2.
Jerome cast it?
No.
Oh, Jerome remove it.
Well, I think you just keep it in because it cycles. You don't have anything else, right? I mean, Alexandre doesn't have anything. His sideboard is very anti-aggro.
Yeah, maybe.
So, Monastery Mentor is back. On topic, is there any card they can ban that actually nerfs blue-white? Yeah, dig through time. I think we've said it 17 times so far. Or 3 fairy, because it takes away so much of the fun and the interaction of what it actually means to be playing control. So, but I don't think they will want to ban more recent cards. I would love to see Dig and Teferi go. I think, yeah, those two, exactly. Thanks, Alexander. But yeah, I'm not on a balancing board. I haven't really been playtesting Pioneer. But I must say that this seems quite powerful. Jerome kept 4 opt and 1 charm in after sight.
It's Guy?
Act me? I don't know who this is. He's running my list.
Yeah, it's Guy.
It's Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Guy knows the deck list. He's also the one who went like mentor time.
Yeah. But Guy plays the Sphinx.
Ah, the Sphinx of Last Word. Yeah, it's more of a nope.
But Jerome played the sheep. Like against aggro.
The Nyx Fleece Ram.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Monastery Mentor made a little body. That's 1 monk on the table. And it doesn't look like Alexandra has a Supreme Verdict at the ready, no? And we have another follower, Merlin Malin 14. Welcome to the longboat. Grab an oar and join the adventure. Get the boat going faster. If anyone has like a high power propeller for the boat. Lists will be available later. Hopefully, because apparently some of players took their deck lists with them. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just the messenger here. Narset gets vetoed. How about now? Every time I see Dovin, he looks like this really boring character. Every time somebody casts Dovin's veto, I hear this little voice going, how about now?
How about now?
That's Dovin's veto. How about now?
How about now? You have weird habits.
If only you knew.
How about no?
Second Narset gets mystically disputed.
Nice. It's funny how many of the new cards are seeing play. Well, actually, this is Pioneer, but
Pioneer,
it's like
everything
it's 5
feels
years,
new.
but it's 5 years and still so many.
Yeah,
cards
we saw
are
a
from-
Gentry deck in the playing for the top 8.
I think we're moving closer to just 2 games here.
Yeah, Jerome is looking pretty healthy. I mean, everything resets as soon as Alexandra finds a Supreme Verdict, but
did he keep them? Maybe it was like, I don't know.
yeah, it's possible that
He certainly didn't keep like 4.
I mean, they know they get to see the deck list during sideboarding. He knows the mentors are most likely coming in, and even if they're not in, you need the Supreme Verdicts to reset a board where you fell behind with tokens. I mean, if Jerome gets a castle for 5 turns when you don't have it, you just straight up lose.
Well, there's 2 Supreme Verdicts, so he certainly kept 2. Shh, don't make that noise.
I'm sorry.
It's so annoying.
Almost 100 viewer hype. 99.
Hype.
We're back.
It's the hype.
Make it happen. Make it work.
It's without H. It's the hype.
The hype.
Hype. The hype. Yeah. Perfect.
We can't see live 2 players.
That's okay.
We can't see live 2 players.
Yeah. We can't see live 2 players.
But it's a control mirror. You can see that they're still in double digits. It's
Diggy.
I think that's enough. Okay.
We're at 100.
We're at 100 again. We
Once again, we hit it twice. Now we need 105. We need 105.
The new record.
Yeah. In this very interesting finals of the Belgian National Championships.
Which is actually the Belgic Magic Championship.
Ooh, another one. Look, another mentor.
Ooh.
Is it also the alternate art? Is it like a judge promo?
That's the judge promo, yeah.
Looks sweet.
You want some?
Yeah.
I have
For
7.
free? 7?
Yeah.
Don't you have to hand them out?
No, they're mine. I also sent all of the European ones, but so I had 1,500 at a point, but now I have 7. 4 because I'm a level 3, and then 1 for presenting, and 1 for hosting a seminar, and 1 for attending a seminar. I forgot to put them on Card Market though, so I don't think they're worth that much anymore. Hello, Jelle and Jan. I am Niels, and next to me is Marijn, and on the other side there's a Larke.
No, it's
Giveaway? Giveaway!
It's
Give it
Anouk.
all away!
Next to you is Anouk.
Oh yeah, it's Anouk. We're giving everything away.
Giving this empty bottle.
There's no webcam.
I know.
Why are you
I know,
pointing
but
it at them?
I can put it on. Where is it? This?
No.
Okay, this? No. Okay.
This is how we lose the viewers.
Where is it?
It's
This empty bottle.
We're giving away an empty bottle of Almdoodler
It's actually very
original.
good, this Almdoodler.
It's really
better
nice.
It's better than
It's
Coke.
the fermented version. It's because it's old. Okay, let's go back to the match.
Does it have more sugar than Coke? It doesn't. Only 20.
Only 20 sugar.
Yeah, if only 20 sugar.
I buy 2 mentors. I'll PM you after the stream. Ah, cool. This is how I make money off the stream.
Yeah. You should give bitcoins. 1 bitcoin, one mentor.
I can do that. Give us the trophy for watching this nonsense.
No, the trophy actually ran away.
Participation trophies for everyone. Okay, so let's get back to the game. Second mentor active and with protection mana up. Narset on the other side on 1 loyalty, so not that menacing. And there's Poopy McPooperson.
Where?
Also known as AOT, Architect of Thought.
Poopy McPooperson. Jace Poopy McPooperson.
Yep. I mean, you know, I think Marijn reading the ingredients of the bottle is more action than this game. Well, this is Marijn reading the ingredients.
Show it again.
Okay, let's get back to the match.
We just saw a mystical dispute on an opt. That's nice.
Really?
Yeah, that happened.
Okay. I keep thinking I have to put something to get rid of the glare.
Well, you can get rid of the Jace, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
The other one is a 0-1, right?
Well, yes, but it has prowess, so...
Yeah. I like this attack. If he only attacks with the Monastery Mentor, Alexander can actually have like Azorius Charm.
Yeah.
And then Jerome actually drew the Absorb, so he would absorb that.
And then trigger prowess off
Yeah.
that. Yeah. It's a nice attack. It's like he knows how to play. Oh no, he knows. Okay, he also has an Ardenvale castle now. So, 2 avenues of attack. And we have an extra Narset on the board. I feel so useless still putting the viewer on, because at this point I feel like we've shown every card 5 times already.
5?
Hashtag Team Jelle. Hashtag Team Marijn. What?
Who is Jelle?
Yeah, Jelle is the mono red player that died in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, sure. It's true.
Amongst others. There's more Jelles in the world, I've been told. 97 viewers. We keep, as soon as we hit 100, we always fall back with like 10 of them. I think this is just procedurally generated numbers messing with me. No, stop going down. No, stay with me. Hashtag Almdoodler sponsorship. Yeah, make it happen.
Do they sell it? But they don't sell it in supermarket, right? That's a problem.
I don't know.
Not every supermarket. Do you know? They sell this in a supermarket? Rag and Bone Man.
So, what's the jankiest deck you guys saw in the field today?
Blue Eye Control.
Yeah. piece of shit.
That
60 swamp deck.
Interference deck. 60 swamp deck. Yeah, I might have played that.
There's this Albert Heijn. I don't think that's a deck name.
Yeah, I think they sell it.
Peter
in Albert
Vieren's deck was pretty
I think
janky as well.
Nestrubber is correct. They sell it in Albert Heijn.
Peter Vieren's deck was the
No, my deck.
Bouncing
my
Dark
deck?
Bank. Yes, I saw your deck. That was the 60 Swamps deck. They
Yeah.
know. You didn't even bring a deck just in case?
No.
No. A life swings.
Are we having the winner on camera?
Sure. You want to interview them?
No, you. You're the host.
I'm the host.
Yeah.
I get to talk to Jerome.
And
I mean the winner.
It's Zero. Yeah, let's hope it's Zero.
Well, he looks really good here.
Yeah.
And not just those bulging
Monastery
biceps.
Mentor is so good.
It's, yes. I mean, I feel like every time I see it in any format, I'm like, but it's a grey ogre with an ability.
Yeah.
And then I see it in action, I'm like, oh, wait a second, it just kills you. Like, I was skeptical about this card in Vintage, in Legacy, in Modern, and every time I've seen it in action, I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, yeah, okay.
Why is it turning into a Pegasus? Did you see it? He flipped it into a Pegasus.
To differentiate the soldiers from the Ardenvale from the monks from the Monastery Mentor. Have either of these players won nationals earlier? No. They are not part of the Pantheon. So the judge refusing them using Pegasus because it might imply that they have flying, which is problematic. Is this the final? Yes! Yes, this is the final. This is game 2 of the final that started 3 minutes before 9. Yes, bring your tokens. I agree. Especially when you're casting a match, it's so much easier if the tokens are nice and clear to everyone. Just started watching. Good timing. You missed all the interesting match. I mean, that's not true. But unless Alexandre does a... Alexandre just flipped over his hand and revealed that he's holding 2 absorbs and something else. Do you know meta to your tournament? I don't. We have a stack of decklists there, but we also had the 3 rounds of draft in Modern Horizons to start everything off with. So I'm not sure. I hope Belgic Magic will have somebody make a little analysis. Maybe we can just mail them to Frank Karsten and he'll do crazy maths on them. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool as well. Okay, Big Teferi resolves for Alexandre Darras. So he gets to tuck the Monastery Mentor if he wants to, but that leaves 3 prowess monkeys in play. I heard someone was sketching. What? That's weird. It's not that loud. There's plenty of time to draw tokens for them. Ah, good point. Can you draw us a couple of monks?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. They can be like just cartoony monks.
Cartoons are harder than meh.
Cartoons are harder than meh. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. And everything in between and everything beyond. So, Teferi got plussed, right? So he's not even trying... No, yeah, Teferi got plussed, so he's not even trying to tuck the Monastery Mentor. This is just a speed bump Teferi.
Yeah, he
That's
knows
bad.
He knows he needs to draw Supreme Verdict.
Yeah, it's verdict or bust at this point. I mean, he might die here. Like, what? Sure, he has 3 counter spells, but if Jerome just tosses some random spells at him, he kills Alexandre. Like, what are you afraid of? There's no Ardenvale Castle in... No, there isn't. Yeah. Send the team.
Maybe he's afraid of Settle.
Settle in this matchup.
He's attacking everything to Teferi? What?
No, the soldier not.
No, everything went to Teferi.
Maybe because
Why?
of Azorius Charm.
And that only fixes like 1 or 2.
But it was at 5, right, Teferi?
Oh yeah, he plussed it. Correct. Yeah.
Good, there's one person awake.
Yeah, dude, I've been talking this entire like all my mental energy is going
we're
into
down
keeping
to
my mouth
84
moving.
again?
Yeah. I find it fascinating how it fluctuates.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the graph.
I think it's like
People are going to bed.
100 in Jerome's turn, 70 in Alexander's turn.
Okay.
Can
Jace.
somebody tell Alexander this game is over? Maybe we should push the button.
The end
We
screen
really
button.
need this button, huh?
Yeah, we do.
It's the best idea I've heard this whole weekend.
And then every time just before we press it, we move to this camera
Yeah,
view.
yeah. And then we push the
I mean,
button.
we hit 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, that would actually be true.
We should just do that.
Yeah,
Like,
but they
set up
need
a torture game.
everyone that registers for the tournament has to agree that we can do it. But we don't do 200 vaults. We do like 20.
Sure. Can you find 2 other players, put them on stream for a showcase match, and put this one in a small window?
And we also let the chat decide when we push the button.
No.
50
Every time somebody like donates €5, they get to choose which player they show.
Yeah. Oh, this would give a
I'm
lot of-
doing this in a charity
this
event.
Holy. How much voltage you can take without getting damaged?
A lot.
Yeah?
It's all about
But-
the current, not so much about the voltage. Like you can take 20,000 volts and be fine, but it needs to be super low current.
Okay, so we can do a lot.
Yeah, and you actually put that in the title. Shocking players with 10,000 volts every time,
Oh, it would get
for every
I
donation.
wonder if we would get banned on Twitch.
Yeah, likely. It's like it's not the volts, it's the amps. Yeah, that's what I just said, man. It's with the USRI thingy, you know.
You was alright.
U equals
Yeah.
RI. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uri.
Uri. That's the only way I remember.
Het is met een Uri.
Life update. Life sucks.
Ik zorg even de
I am
veiligheid.
contemplating my choices.
Ik zorg even de veiligheid.
I honestly think 2316 is actually the life totals, and they haven't changed in 40 minutes.
In 75 minutes.
That's what I think. Every attack has been towards a planeswalker. I'm not kidding. This is not me trying to be funny. He said, giggling. 2316 is the time this game will finish. This is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Well, like I said, I anticipated finishing up on at 11 o'clock. The Swiss was actually pretty smooth for an event of this size. So mad props to Yona and Anouk for that. Did none of these players
Oh, he
pick
drew
up
2
unintentional
counters. Look at
draws? I think they did. So we're in a counter war in the attack. That looks like it is finishing the game here. That's 3 prowess triggers on 4 attacking creatures. That's 12 plus the 5 power. That's 17 out of 16 life. Alexander is acting excited and wiggly. Yona is smiling. Yeah, Yona's updating life totals. So those are correct life totals. Why did Jerome gain 2 life?
Absorb.
Ah, of course.
It's 3.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Why did Jerome?
Why isn't he just dead? Like this is 17.
No, but there's the Jace.
Ah,
This was on this was once you're
that's
streaming
what
for
the
12
other
hours
turn.
you
Jesus. Oh my god, this was in Alexander's turn.
Oh my god.
Those were still tapped for the attack that happened
my
9 minutes ago.
My son actually just learned the word, oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's so cute. He's like 4 years old. Then something happens. He's like, oh my god.
Whoops, didn't scroll up. Now I have an entire top side of the stream to admire instead of the game. Wait, what?
Don't understand what happened.
Stop giving us false hopes, Niels. I'm really sorry. We gambling now? Gambling's for losers. Wait. So, let's have a look at Monastery Mentor. Because that's the MVP.
We need to get the promo one, though.
Yeah, let's get the promo one. Wait, what? They don't have the art for the promo one in Gatherer?
No. Lame.
Yeah, that is lame. No, that's the other match. That's when it goes into
that's a car.
Or a very big cat. Okay, now the attack. I thought the attack was,
Tiger.
but it wasn't an attack, and they're now attacking. Five monks and the mentor. 6 monks? 5 monks? He's splitting them up for the settle. Yeah, he's splitting them for the settle because he needs one. No, he is attacking. So 1 damage going towards the Jace. If nothing happens. No, he's played spells. He played the Teferi. Okay. Okay. Untaps. So, D-Day. Alexander needs to find an answer right here, right now, or he's dead next turn. There is no settle and no mana. This is the end. If Alexander tops like a supreme, I will scream. Everybody should have like their webcam on right now to have a reaction vid of the top deck. Okay, Scry 2 of the castle. Sees a dig through time, so that could actually, yeah, leaves that one on top. What a surprise. Oh, that was an upkeep activation though. That changes things. Like, why would you even get the dig through time then? What are you going to find for 2 mana that's going to rescue you here? Am I missing something again? What is he going to find for 2 mana that helps him out of this situation? Bing bong, the witch is dead. He could draw balance. Can always count on chat. 102 viewers. That's the first time I see a number bigger than 100. Ermagerd in dirt. Ermagerd in dirt. Viewers. Ermagerd viewers. They took our jobs.
99.
Land detention
Jerome Belgian champ. Jerome Belgian champ.
Ask Jerome why he plays mentors inside.
Yeah.
Probably because you told him to. Otherwise you wouldn't be that.
Dead. He's dead. The wolfman is dead.
Oh. We had wolves, cats, and monkeys.
Teferi, small Teferi, pump my army.
GG, that boy did.
Bounce my own Teferi? No, it doesn't bounce Teferi. It doesn't bounce Planeswalkers, Niels.
Bounce your mentor.
Syncopate for 1. Oh, and he draws another Teferi. It's game over, guys.
Oh my god, it's really happening.
Off after 17 hours. Look at that. Look. Attack me.
I love you now just flips over the life total. Zeros. Alright, the theatrics. Hey, we see the trophy.
Look at the trophy.
Alright, congratulations, Jerome Bastogne. Let's actually get him here to have a little chat with him about this ordeal. Well, this was a super interesting event to stream for you guys. I'm really happy that we took the time and the effort to to do this. And yes, we've been joking and moaning and whining and bitching a lot about everything. But no, we had some really awesome matches, and we saw players doing some pretty insane plays to be able to sit here. So big props to Jerome. Definitely a deserved winner. I don't think that in this field, as an accidentally lucky player, you would have reached all the way. Marijn stole the trophy. So we're just letting Jerome getting his composure, and then now we have the winner here. Let's look over and see none other than Marijn Leibart, national champion. Everything you've seen up to now was a pre-recording. In the background we had the actual match going, and Marijn, the reason he was sitting back here leaning back, it wasn't actually him, it was a puppet. We were fooling all of you. You've been bamboozled. No, this isn't true, of course. I'm just trying to stretch time until Jerome is here, because I thought he was coming. This is the trophy, by the way, for those of you that haven't seen it yet. So the Belgic Magic logo, Nationals, so they call it Nationals, 2019 champion.
In front of a very cool.
This is the trophy in front of a keyboard. This is me under the keyboard. All right, and we have Jerome here. Jerome, have a seat. Careful for the cables. Yeah, just don't fall on your face. First and foremost, thank you very much for not letting it go to 3 games.
I'm very sorry.
No.
Very sorry.
It was
for long games.
It was very nice. We were so happy when we saw the Monastery enter. We were like, yes. a clock, he can win.
Because the castle against castle game 1.
Oh, that was horrible. Like the first 9
right?
turns where he was just like, I have 2 soldiers, I have 1, I kill 1. Now I have 1 soldier.
It was only 9 turns?
It was only 9 turns. Yeah, it ended with you. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it felt like 10,000. I agree.
At some point I had to pull the trigger and do something.
Yes, no, that's. But a lot of the times, especially in blue-white matchups, it's the person who loses their patience the first that eventually loses the match, because you invest so much resources, and then your opponent untaps and does their thing, right? But let's not get too much into specifics. How do you feel about your deck? How do you feel about today? How do you feel about being the proud owner of this shiny fancy thing?
Yes, I'm so happy, of course. Very thankful for all the work Chris and the rest have done to organize nationals again.
Yeah, that's
so I'm very thankful for that, and it pays off. I'm happy to
definitely.
have the trophy. So nice to have a trophy and not just prizing at the end.
Yeah, that's true. It's completely different, right?
Yeah.
Having something to put on. Because your grandmother, she doesn't understand that you won a card.
No.
But they understand the trophy.
I can say I'm the Belgian champion.
Yeah, good job, man. Good job. So about the deck, we during the stream we had a few short discussions about how blue-white currently has quite a high win rate, that maybe it's even problematic. How do you feel about that? As in Pioneer as a format.
The deck is good. They banned so many cards in the other decks that blue-white has now a bit of the leadership, I would say. But at least how I build it, it loses very badly to mono-red and very aggressive decks. So I try to compensate with my sideboard.
Yep, I think that's what most people here did as well. Alexandre as well has a very aggro-focused sideboard going there. So everybody seems to be super enthusiastic about making it to the end. We actually went over 100 viewers, for those of you that care about that, so that was pretty cool. And let's see what the stream has to ask. Marijn stealing the trophy. We've had enough time stretching. Now that the match is over, I guess we can go back to living our lives. Yes, go away. We all hate you. Lies. Jerome is Belgic or French?
I'm from Belgium.
Actually,
I am Belgic.
You are Belgic. We took the title Belgian Nationals really serious, and people that don't live in Belgium were not allowed to participate in it. So obviously he's Belgic. I even got a euro here. or something. No, champ hype. Okay. No further question. Let's have a chat with Alexandre as well. Again, congratulations,
Thank
Jerome.
you.
Enjoy your evening. So, Alexandre.
Yes.
Oh, careful for the cable. No, we didn't break anything.
No,
at least
we
not
didn't yet.
Not yet. All right. So, 1 hour and 53 minutes it took.
Yes.
That was quite a match. How do you feel about the match?
I mean, we just played for this trophy, but it meant a lot to me. I've been in the top 8 of nationals when it used to exist a couple of times before, 2009, 2002.
Yeah, Marijn said he still remembers the match he lost to you.
So I was really wanting to win this, but the first one was really tense tight. It could have gone this way. The second one was much worse for me because, like, when he played the first mentor, I had to look for verdict, but when I used my Narset, I saw both. I kept only 2 verdicts for post sideboard because he only has 2 mentors.
We actually discussed that.
Because I don't. I mean, he needs to. I see a lot of cards. I can go to fetch it usually, but like the Narset, 2 verdicts, I pick one, put the second one on the bottom, and then I'm screwed when you play the second one and we don't find a way to shuffle the deck, like Field of Wounds or something to.
Yeah, because you knew that was the second copy.
I knew it was.
We just was like, oh, there's a second copy going down.
Somewhere, I didn't know, so I had to save time. At some point, they could have, like, when I bounced it, I could have get a counter spell maybe, but I was missing. I missed a land drop that turn, I think, but the only counter spell that really counters it is the Absorb.
Yeah.
The rest, because it's white. I mean, I can counter it with Hardcast with.
Dispute
I can mystical dispute for 3 mana if it doesn't have 3 mana, but I can actually. But I needed to have this, and so it was basically nearly game when he had the second mentor, and I needed to find. Either he Field of Wounds me or I Field of Wounds him, so I could shuffle back the.
That was the other
verdict.
the thing that could happen.
The thing that could happen.
Okay, still great performance, great deck. We've seen you play really well on the stream. I think.
I think the matchup, the last matchup was the Dredge is really tough matchup for me. You didn't see the matchup before, but I played against Phoenix with 4 Alliance main deck, and which is also a tough. I thought really tough matchup. But this was. But thanks for organizing this whole tournament. This was really nice.
That was Chris, Belgic Magic.
Thanks Belgic Magic. Thanks Chris van der Wawa. Thanks Marijn and everyone from the judge. Also, you're not judging, but thanks for the judges, Yona and the team. It was really nice. I hope I can come back next year. I mean, I hope
do a little better than this time.
I hope that Wizards organize nationals. But if it's not the case, I hope we can come back and I can do better next time.
All right, let's see how that happens. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, people. Chris, have a seat, man. You get to close the stream. So this is Chris van der Wouwer. We've already seen him on the other view. From time to time we tune in with the upstairs camera. But Chris is the man behind Belgic Magic. He is the man that decided that he would not let nationals just disappear. So we hit the 100 viewers. People were very enthusiastic about everything. If there's something you want to say as a last thought of this event, how was it for you?
Yeah,
and how do you feel about it?
It was really nice. Because Wizards decided not to organize nationals anymore. We thought it was a shame to just let it go like that, so that's why Marijn and myself decided to organize it with help from Mark as well here in the outpost in Ghent.
Yep.
And it turned out to be a great event. We had 78 players turning up. It was a lot of fun, perfectly organized by the judges today, and thanks to you, Niels, as well, for offering to stream it all day long.
Yeah.
Big task, definitely in the finals, in the semi-finals. It was inspirational, I think, to keep on finding interesting angles to commentate. So that was
interesting.
Exactly. So well done. And if Wizards decides next year to still not organize it, we'll give it a go again. and hopefully it will be as much fun as it was this year. So thanks everybody for watching the stream, and next year we'll organize it again, and
I'll be there if it works out.
Perfect.
Definitely. Thank you very much,
Thanks
Chris,
a lot,
for
Niels.
everything.
All right.
Okay, so like I said, that wraps it up. I'm not gonna yollygag after Chris. He's the big guy who gets to celebrate. So thank you very much, everybody, for being on the stream. Thanks for all the interaction in the chat. You guys really made this apparently 16 hours and 6 minutes anywhere near bearable for me to do. It was actually a lot of fun. So thank you very much. Goodbye. Be happy, Vikings. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Sleep. Usually I say that at a reasonable time, but sleep well, love well, and